Well, good evening, my fellow peasants. It is me, the Click, the one and only main character influencer on this planet. Do you want a little autograph? Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, my God. There you go, little peasant. It's an autograph just for you. That will be $50. As in, I pay you $50 to take it. Like, I'm really desperate. Please accept my autographs. Thank you. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Welcome to the Click Have an Autograph. Today we're gonna do something absolutely dandy, finalicious, and to you too, Gustav. Yes, indeed, do you want an autograph off to the side there, Gustav? Oh yes, indeed, you smell just as amazing as always, Gustav. So anyway, today we're gonna do something beautiful. We're gonna look at r/I am the main character. Main character syndrome has been rampant online and in the real world for the last quite while, and it's always very entertaining to laugh about this kind of stuff, and we are gonna do it together. Enjoy. Mwah.
But Click, how could you not mention me in the intro? I am definitely the main character. Oh, so sorry. Glow-in-the-dark emotional support team and the only valid main character in this universe. Make sure to look out for the emotional support team that glows in the dark. Absolutely delicious. Comes out on November the 23rd, so don't miss out and regret it for the rest of your mortal days. Did I say it glows in the dark and it's absolutely beautiful? And you can do this. That's a very tasty paw. Alright, let's get started this atrocious video. We got a little kitty on like a model walk. Okay, before we get too deep into this absolute atrocity of a video, I just want to say there's a couple of instances where main character syndromes are perfectly justified. It's cute fluffy animals and it's babies. Those are the only times, and maybe if someone is like legitimately good at something, I can sometimes give it a pass. That is perfectly fine. But it has to be one of those, or maybe like a really talented kitty. That would be like the safest bet. Honor Locks definitely flagging his butt. Wait, is this in like a uni library or something? This looks wild. Oh, that brings me back and everyone is so concerned. Oh no, my boy is just trying to study. That feeling when the project has a hand-in time in the morning next day and you're just pulling an all-nighter to get it done and this happens. Man, that brings me back to uni days. My God, I remember for one project, we had like a projector in the classroom we had chosen to sit in because it was a really difficult project, and we had a countdown on the projector to when the project needed to be handed in. So we sat all night working on this project and be like, oh, it's 4 hours left till hand-in. It's 5 a.m., baby. Hell yeah. Ah, uni life. Some of the best years of my life, and I would not want to go back. Oh yeah, this is definitely main character stuff. Wait a second, wasn't she in a video a while ago? But she was like dressed as a bunny or something in like a lecture hall. Man, why don't you just do this at normal places? If you did this stupid TikTok dance on like a beach, it would have the same effect, you know, for your followers or whatever, but no one would be as pissed off. Maybe that's what it is, just rage baiting. You know, I see that so much nowadays when everyone plays on this fact that okay, if half of them are simps and half of them hate me, that's like a beautiful recipe for going viral. Oh my God, I've cracked it. I should make like a PhD regarding this. I can probably make a statistical analysis regarding this. That'd be absolutely amazing. That's actually fascinating. Oh my God, that's like legit fascinating. Aww.
It was, bro. Hey man, that silly shit, man, don't do that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Break it. Break it. Break it. Okay, that's good. If we all start doing this, it doesn't have to be something overly violent. But you know, spray bottle, you just snap the spray bottle. This would reduce the amount of YouTuber and TikTok pranks by like 90%. That'd be beautiful. I feel like YouTube pranks were even worse like 5-6 years ago, but now TikTok has kind of picked up the trend instead, and the TikTok pranks now are almost as bad as the YouTube pranks were back 5 years ago. So like the evolution have been like, oh, it's getting a bit better and there's a TikTok. Hooray!
Trying to flirt in a foreign country.
Du verkar söt.
Oh, it's Swedish.
Söt.
Du verkar söt.
Söt.
Tack.
Yeah? Get your number?
No, sorry.
Oh, why?
I have a girlfriend, so...
Are you lying? Are du min svenska sötis?
Oh dear.
Are you trying to say I'm your Swedish sweetie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you?
No.
No?
No.
Why not? We could be.
No, but people don't usually come up like this here.
Yeah.
It's not working. Is it cringe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, that's
Svenska sötis.
oh my God. Yeah, if you were to pick any place in the world to do this, Sweden is probably one of those places where you will have the absolute lowest chance of success. The only time Swedes really open up to strangers, traditionally speaking, is if we're drunk.
That's it. You know what? You know those jokes during COVID when they say like, "Oh my god, you have to stay 2 meters away from each other at the bus stop now because of COVID? Disgusting. Oh, I can't wait for the pandemic to be over so we can stand 5 meters apart again." And you know what's funny about it is that it's not really a joke. It really do be like that. But I mean, aside from the cultural stuff and the things that are kind of funny around it, I'm not sure if I like this kind of stuff. Because imagine if you actually go up to someone who gets like genuinely excited about it and be like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a date. This is amazing. Wow, I'm so happy about this." And it's like, "Oh, JK, it's just for the camera." Fam. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds pretty good. Like, they got it down. They have, like, the different octaves and stuff. They're syncing it and stuff. The only thing that gets so incredibly awkward about it is, like, the guy in the cashier. I feel like if that was me, I would just stand there like, What am I supposed to smile? Or, like, it's the same kind of vibe as when people sing happy birthday to you, and you're always sitting there like, what are you actually supposed to do right now? You know, you're just like, It's like that, but even more. But with that said, it's hardly the worst thing ever. Like, I find this kind of entertaining, to be honest, and it sounds good. This is just like a quirky thing. It's a pretty, like, victimless thing, you know, to be honest. So I don't know. This is kind of a decent vibe. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad. The very last message my little girl Minnie made, sure I had before she passed away this year. "Daddy can hear your voice every time I read this, and I miss you more than ever." So the last drawing, they made it into a tattoo. That's so sweet. If only the child wrote and drawed better. Drew, you can't even hatefully grammar correctly. No offense, but that mess is an eyesore. Your mere existence is an offense, and your grammar even more so. Thank you. It's not about the sweet story. How dare this 5-year-old kid that tragically passed away not draw better so it could be an actual tattoo that... Do you realize, like, what? Do you even read your post before posting it and the implications with it? Blows my mind.
No. No, since you want to cheat on me.
What's that? Okay, random face. Finally broke up with his cheating butt.
I'm gonna hurt myself. I don't care.
Oh, damn. Oh, and there's a face again.
After
okay.
everything I did for you! You didn't do nothing. After all these years, you want to cheat on me, huh? I'm leaving.
Everything I did for you. You say, like, after you cheated, and you're trying to give yourself bruises to accuse your partner of being, like, abusive. And I'm not sure what's with the face. Like, who's the main character in this clip? Like, the reactor that doesn't actually do anything or discuss it and just, like, shove their face in the frame. Hello? Or the person being a complete jackass in the passenger seat. It's just like main character on top of main character. This is beautiful. And now you have my reaction in the corner of the video. This is absolutely amazing. This has become the meta of reactions. I'm reacting to a reaction and saying the reaction is main character syndrome, but I'm still It's like, we're gonna break the matrix, man. This is beautiful. POV, it took more than 30 minutes to reply to my text. Okay, so you put on a red dress and you walk past a bunch of, like, royal guards, high guards, whatever it's called in the country where this is. That's pretty cringe. Is this like, oh my god, my partner is busy at work, didn't reply to text for 30 minutes, I'm gonna put on a dress and maybe people on the street will look my way. What? I swear to god, I don't know if the internet has, like, completely skewed people's responses to, like, offenses, or if it's always been like this, but the internet just enhances and immortalizes it. I don't understand. It feels like a foreign language, man. Just, if it's that bad, why are you with them? Fam.
Side of Walmart.
Cook a meal inside. Okay. No. Fam. I think the thing that bothers me about this isn't necessarily that I think Walmart is particularly holy and stuff. It's just that you're annoying the workers and the other customers. You know, the people working there just like a 9-to-5, trying to get by, and now they have to deal with, like, pranksters smoking up the aisles. I don't know, man. You're just bothering people that don't get paid enough to deal with your crap.
Eating?
You know.
You want 2 pieces?
This is like the equivalent of Karens, right? When you work in a cashier, you have to deal with Karens. When you work in like the store floor in general, this is the equivalent of Karens. It's like the Karens of YouTubing.
Perfect.
What?
You can just take it to go.
Should we just go back? These are on the way. We're cooking eggs and bacon. This is a Dr. Seuss book.
But it's such a lame like prank. Like what is it? Oh, we cooked food in a place where it bothers people. That's the punchline? In the UK right now, a train is delayed as a cat is sitting on the roof and refusing to come down. Look at that little main character, Kitty. Oh, yes, indeed. Cats are those kind of main characters that would always get away with it because they just don't care. They really don't. Getting ready for the weekend. All right. Damn, he actually got some moves. Hell yeah. Okay, to be fair, this is how you bridge the generational gap. You just get the parents on the TikTok. Hell yeah. This is how we do it, baby. This is how we do the wholesomeness. Oh yeah, shake it. Shake it up for the weekend, baby. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like the ladies on the side. They're actually kind of entertained. I think that's just kind of funny. You know, my vibe on this kind of stuff has always sort of been, I don't mind so much just filming in public or doing silly dances. You know, there are way worse things you can do with your time. As long as you, like, are not in the way or bothering people or, like, shoving a camera in someone's face without them wanting to, like, that's pretty fine. Like, he's not really bothering anyone. The ladies on the side seem kind of amused by it. So, like, I'm fine with it. That's a little gold star in the corner. I was just trying to finish my set when... Oh, he, like, smashes the weights really hard. That's not good.
Shut up, my tits are racing.
So she said, can you not slam the weights? And he's like, silence, woman, my boobs are bigger than yours. Are gyms actually like this nowadays? I'm just gonna be honest, I don't really see it myself, but like, are gyms like this? Can anyone who goes to gyms regularly tell me if it really is as bad as it looks online, or if this is just, you know, I wouldn't call it the cream that floats to the top. It's more like the diarrhea that settles on the surface of the water, you know? Is it really like this, or is this just bias, you know?
This man in the white clothes is forcefully taking away a homeless man's puppy.
Oh,
and the
come
way
on.
The puppy is screaming will melt your heart.
Yeah, animal rights. That seems like someone who cares about animal rights, stealing and shaking a puppy violently. Then you know that they really care about animals.
Family and his last hope to happiness. He claims the homeless man drugs his dog, but has no proof to show for it. Soon the video
that sounds like a BS excuse.
250,000 people signed a petition to reunite.
Drugs his dog. What are you talking about? You think that someone who's homeless would spend money to, like, I don't know, give their dog heroin? That's the conclusion. It's like, oh, yeah, it's just shooting up his dog. Bruh. That's like the most unreasonable conclusion I've ever heard in my life. People like this really give animal rights activism such a bad rep. And you also know that there's a 90% chance they're just putting this puppy in some cage anyway. They don't actually care about it. They're just outraged, vengeful people that try to use these causes as an excuse to act out. And I'm glad they didn't get away with it. That brings me a little bit of hope about humanity. Lost a patient today. Shake it off. You have 5 more hours. Okay. Don't get me wrong, it must be really hard to be a healthcare professional and be on the line all the time and feel like you can lose people, and when it happens. I think it's a very valuable thing to talk about, the traumas and the emotional investment that comes with certain professions. I'm not convinced this is the way to do it. It feels like you're making it more about you and someone's literal, like, dad or something just died, but you're filming yourself, like, being sad about it on TikTok. I don't know. It would be much better if it's like, you know, a sit-down talk and be like, hey, here's my experience as a doctor, how to deal with this kind of stuff, and what you should be prepared for if you're interested in this profession. You know, make it a respectful and productive conversation. This feels like, I don't know, pity grabbing on TikTok about something that is legitimately tragic. I don't know, it gives me odd vibes. It's like, I can see the point, but it gives me a bad gut feeling. You know what I mean? Oh my god! Oh, why did you bring this on a plane? Like a night plane? That is the worst epilepsy-looking ass hoodie that I have ever seen in my life. Don't get me wrong, I would kind of vibe with a hoodie like this on like a birthday stream or at a rave. Don't get me wrong, but not on a night plane. There is a time and a place. God. Nobody, absolutely no one. Instagram models in raves. Genuinely enjoying themselves. Look at that. Oh, no. Someone walked in front of the camera in this crammed public thing. Oh, no. How dare people walk around in this public setting? Disgusting peasants, don't they know? I have followers on the gram! If you ever needed more confirmation that social media is just incredibly fake, well, you got it. But you're not fake, my beautiful bean. Mwah. Stay real. Ooh, I think my microphone just kind of like did a little fart in agreeableness. That's very nice.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200.
I don't think that was the question. What an odd question.
Being nice.
The most.
And what does a man get in return for that?
My presence?
What, aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah, because
minimum.
Yeah, because
just because you have to do your makeup.
Such a rage baity interview, I swear to God.
Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300.
If a moisturizer for $400?
Included. So if I have to spend, you know, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm going to use these products.
What are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm going to use these products and I'm going to show up because it's not like I'm going to show up in sweats.
A man doesn't owe you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
I swear to God, I feel like these kind of interviews, they just interview like 200 people and then they just keep the most outrageous ones, you know, to just like outrage farm it. To be honest, I just feel like the talk about dating in these kind of spheres have just kind of lost the point. I mean, I'm just talking as someone who used to date in the past, you know, and when you go out on a date, you go out to get to know someone, like that's the point. You know, you can go on fancy dates too, it just feels like they're talking about different things. It's like, if you want to get fancy, dress up, celebrate something fancy, you go to a fancy place. If it's a first date when you just want to get to know someone and see if you even click, it seems over the top, at least for me. I don't know, it just feels like it's kind of doing this. And then it's of course just a pure heckin' rage bait. And the initial question wasn't even answered. That's the also frustrating part. Fam, what? Rage baiting regarding like toxic dating and stuff. Isn't that just 2023 in a nutshell?
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, that face is how I feel. That's most of this video. Oh God.
Shame is officially dead.
Oh, we're just on a little subway or something like that. Okay. Oh, nice. Some sexual harassment on a casual subway. That's fun. I mean, it could be rigged. They were both kind of looking at the camera and it's suspiciously, like, empty. Like, I'm 50-50 if this is actually real or not. Or if they rigged it with the people ahead of time. If I was doing this kind of prank, I would definitely rig it ahead of time. Otherwise, it feels like, you know, just a lawsuit pending to happen. This is so bad. What are you doing? This is awful. This is the same kind of thing where I'm like a bit 50-50 if this person is just so disconnected from humanity and what is appropriate versus if it's just pure rage bait and staged. The internet, man. I miss the old days. I miss when it's just rage comic memes and that kind of stuff. And like sneaky animals with shocked faces and kitty videos. I sound like a boomer. Bring me back to early internet. It had its flaws for sure, but the vibe was different. Oh, heck yeah, party boy. That is some champagne.
Was lit. And then... He was not having it.
You gotta act like you've been here before.
But you can't do that. You can't like hop on a boat for a rented tour or something and then spray on it like you own the place. That's not how it works. Come on, fam. Oh, we got some trick and treat action. Okay, so those are like the parents, I guess, that just bring fully sized shopping bags to just empty out this very generous bowl of candy. That's a lot of candy. That is really trashy. That is really trashy. Like, the kids didn't even get most of it. This is just like a bunch of adults is coming with literal shopping bags. Don't empty it out like this. This is like Halloween etiquette 101. You take like 1 or 2 pieces, you don't bring a shopping basket and just empty the candy. This is so bad. This is so trashy. and you're busted on camera. Congratulations. Ooh, we got a little parade thing going on, shaking sticks. Hell yeah, looking good. There's a random lady walking through it for some reason. Okay, she gets really angry that she gets hit by a stick when walking through the literal middle of a parade. Lady, if there's a parade in the middle of the street and everyone else has moved out of the way, and you insist on going through it when they're waving sticks, getting hit by it is probably your own fault. You know, you probably shouldn't be there in the first place. How dare they have a parade this day? Don't they know that I want to use this street? Disgusting.
Incognito. I like a little mystery.
Yes, indeed.
Let me see you without those sunglasses.
Oh, the frick through that. Oh, no. I mean, this is probably like part of a skit or something, but that is so freaking funny. That like 0.5 seconds of being an absolute Chad badass. It's like, oh no, sorry, and then you realize you have a sense of decency for the can you threw. I mean, that's kind of good, though. That's like good character progression, you know? You see the corruption, you see the temptation, but then you realize that deep down inside you are actually a good boy. So this gets a little gold star in the corner, doesn't it? Now, don't stand in front of it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, maybe she's not standing, she's just on someone's shoulders, I guess. Yeah, don't cover it for everyone behind you. Come on, you can take a perfectly fine video by just holding up your phone. Your whole body doesn't need to be in the middle of the screen. Come on now.
But this is my personal viewing of this show. Everyone else are just NPCs.
That's how a lot of people act, don't they? We are pregnant due May 2023, and it's ooh, I cannot wait. Ooh. What is the gender of the baby? Oh, baby, we're waiting for the reveal. Oh, it's an airplane. Woo! Oh, it's pink. Okay, so I guess that means girl, because that's what we have said is the girly color nowadays, even though it used to be the masculine color quite a while ago. How much did this cost? How much did this gender reveal cost? You rented 2 helicopters, 2 custom signs, and a jet plane with color. How much did you spend on this gender reveal? Why do you give a shit if your hometown knows the gender of your unborn baby? There are so many better things to spend your money on. Dear God. Main character realtor. Images pulled from the Zillow listing. She's in half of them. Okay, so here we have a picture of like the living room space, and she's kind of in a dress in the middle of it. She's posing with the art thing. She's in the bathroom, and she's in a window with a coffee. She's in the reception. Is this even the place? This looks like kind of a hotel lobby. And now she's just getting a cab. What does this have to do with the place? Or is this outside the place? Maybe it's outside the place. Like, don't get me wrong. It can be cute with some poses and like example pictures and stuff, but it usually doesn't have people in them. It's usually like, oh, here's what it could look like with a piece of furniture. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. That's wild. Maybe it's like a combined career if you're an influencer and a realtor at the same time. I cracked the code.
A lot of engineers who could help you.
Oh, this little badass boy is trying to tear a LGBTQ related sign. Yeah, look at that. But he can't actually tear it. That's pretty embarrassing, bro. Oh, that's pretty embarrassing.
Take the little... Pry it open. There you go. You needed a liberal to help you with that, dude. You're too stupid to figure it out on your own. No, throw it away. No, please. You've worked so hard. Throw it away. You've worked so hard. We've done it together.
So he tries to destroy, doesn't do it. And he's like, I'll just awkwardly put it in the trash can instead, I guess. And then he doesn't even do that. Oh, he's still working on it.
So close. Try the other one. Look, there's no lid on that one. Come on, you can do it. There's no lid on that one. Come on, do it for the boys. They're not so proud of you right
bro,
now.
no, this is so embarrassing on so many levels. Come on, you're gonna keep it? Oh, he's gonna bring it home? He just wanted the sign at the end of the day. That's the wholesome part. That's the wholesome part. He was jealous they were better at making signs, and then he goes and has his own little demonstration at the other block. You know, that's the wholesome end to the story. Sadly, I don't think that's how it actually ended. He's a little poo-poo, but it's also very embarrassing, and that makes it very funny.
I need to f this bitch, like, just like that. I need to hump her ass. That's what everybody think about me.
Well, a man doesn't have to think you're a 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's the same, like, interview thing
like,
again. Hell yeah.
You'd be surprised. Like, I have anybody f me, like, you know, I have a lot of people just buy me stuff. They don't even want to f. They just want to look at me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like that sometimes.
So do you think that makes you an object of just, you know, or...
No, it's not an object. Like, you know, like, sometimes you just got to be like, you're a woman. You need that stretch and that pop. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like this kind of interviews just melt my brain, to be honest. Like, it's so obviously purposefully trying to farm engagement by being as controversial as possible, you know? If you can divide the people who find this video in half, and half the people are like, hell yeah, you go girl, that kind of thing, and the other half are like, oh my god, this is what's wrong with the whammons nowadays, and then you just like go at it, and you know, the engagement is gonna be insane because people arguing in TikTok comments. Apparently that's the most fun thing there is out there, apparently. So, I don't know, I get why this kind of stuff goes viral, but man, I just feel my brain melting.
Oh, it's Haley.
I'm sorry, I got one.
Oh, you're good.
One more to go.
I don't know who they are. They seem like kids that are just hanging out in the parking lot.
Kids, we're 30.
35,
wow.
man.
These 35-year-old kids are hanging out in the parking lot.
I never seen this in person.
This is great. This is such a Karen moment. Look at the dog. The dog is even embarrassed. The dog is sitting there like, oh fam, come on, not again. The third time this week.
Okay, so if someone can drive over here with a parking lot, I really appreciate it.
2491.
But what's even the concern? Like, what's the legal issue here?
Well, don't figure it out. Just get someone out here. I don't appreciate these people that are in the parking lot hanging around my car. Okay? So get someone out here now.
Oh, it's like people that are in the vicinity of his car. The kids that are 35 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, we're leaving, man.
That sounds like such a non-issue. I mean, of course, I don't have the full context. Maybe they did do something super shady before the video starts. Who knows? Maybe it isn't a Karen moment. We don't have the full context, but it seems, I don't know, it seems very silly at first glance. Oh my god. That's beautiful. This gives me kind of hazing in early uni days sort of vibe, doesn't it?
Hold on just 1 minute.
Is he in on it? Or does he just know the same song? And the lady here is just crying. There's so much going on. Look, she's just sobbing. What the hell? Is she also... I'm wondering if they're all in on it. But they just get up to, like, make it seem spontaneous. There's no way she finds this, like, touching her deep down inside. Like, this song brings out the sad spirit of my existence. Or maybe... Okay. There are two possibilities here. Three possibilities. Maybe she finds poop incredibly touching and romantic. That's, of course, one aspect to it. Maybe she has an ex that used to sing the song for some wild reason. Or, number two, she doesn't speak English and think the song just sounds nice. And that's, like, what is moving her, and she has some other stuff going on, and, you know, it's a tense moment. Or she's in on it, that this trio just planned this, and it's like a hazing or something like that, or they're pulling a prank. Which, if this is a prank, that's actually, like, sort of a good one. It's, like, slightly embarrassing yourself, but it's not a huge inconvenience for anybody. It's like, yeah, okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The song is awful, but, you know, a little gold star. Could be worse. Brought a tape measure to the bar. I mean... Wouldn't you just be able to tell, like, roughly how tall people are? Like, even if you have a super specific preference, shouldn't it be decided with, like, how you feel when you're next to the person? The measuring tape is just a number if you want someone taller than... Like, it's so weird. It feels like you care more about an arbitrary number than the actual vibe. R-worded PP, innocent elder.
Come with me downstairs.
That's some wild captions, okay.
No. The police will come. No, let us go.
But I like the police. I wanted to talk to them.
Well, you know, we can call them anyway.
Oh, so they're like doing a prank thing. And he wants to pull the fire lever warning thing. Okay.
Come with me downstairs.
Dear God. I feel like such a boomer when I watch these things. I'm like, kids these days... God damn, when I was young, we went out into the woods and hit each other with sticks. Kids these days, they don't know the magic of playing with sticks. Oh, no, he just charges it, of course.
Congratulations.
Is it?
Nothing's going on.
Do you know who this is? No.
They're filming some dumb...
Oh my God!
God, it's so annoying. God, they're so unlikable. Jesus Christ, it's so unlikable. Holy f...
on though. I didn't know.
This is not even like just outrage farming. This is just they legitimately think they're cool by doing these pranks.
It's a funny
Because to other 12-year-olds, this is confident and daring.
Do we have to leave?
No, you don't have to leave because the police are coming to see you. You might want to film that they're coming.
Really? For our safety?
For proof to the police what you did.
We're gonna run and...
Poor lady, man. Poor lady. They have to deal with this stuff.
No!
I mean, teachers and school personnel have to put up with a bit too much stuff as it is. This is not helping. Oh, now they go to like a restaurant?
I'm gonna do it.
Do me a favor and get the f out of here!
That's so embarrassing.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
No, this is not fucking funny.
I'm sorry, it's just a funny video. Relax, sir. Yeah,
Well, the
it's
funny
fine.
video, it's missing the keyword, like, to be funny. What an absolute pile of poo, kids. Oh my god. What inspires these kids to be like this? This is so obnoxious and unlikable. I hate shit like this. You see what I said in the beginning of the video? Where YouTube pranks got, like, a little bit less extreme and crap over time? Like, back in the day, I remember, it was just straight up harassment. And they were like, oh, it's just a prank. And now it seems like TikTok took it over. Like, haha, let's pull the classic prank of, like, calling the police and the fire department. Oh my god. Oh damn, nice epilepsy car. Isn't that just beautiful? This can't be safe, right? Is this actually legal? I would be surprised if this is legit legal, honestly. There must be regulations about what lights you can have on a car in the middle of traffic, right? No? Sometimes I feel nuts finding these clips. It's like, is this what the world has come to? And then I realize I'm on the internet. I probably see the bias of it. It's not so bad, everyone, okay? The stuff that goes viral is usually the most outrageous. So, you know, at least it doesn't get worse than... Oh, yeah, no, it definitely gets worse than this. It definitely does.
Tom, you catch the boys slipping at the gym.
Okay.
Pulling your shorts way up your ass to try and catch guys slipping at the gym so you can expose them on social media?
Oh.
Really? Nobody is staring at you. The first guy doesn't even have his eyes open. The second guy is directly in front of you, probably looking at you wondering, why does she have an entire film production set up with a camera?
Yeah, that's probably more eye-catching, to be honest.
When he doesn't want to be in your video. And the first guy saw this, and he commented, pretty pissed off. You don't have his consent, you're not his friend. He didn't say it was okay to do this, but you replied, oh, it's just a joke. I'm sorry, there's nothing funny about this. Trying to portray somebody
doubles
as a
down?
staring at you, all for likes and attention on social media at his expense. And I talked to that man privately. He was scared that this could be hurtful to his relationship with his girl.
Of course.
How do you not know better than to treat people this way? So LA Fitness in Delray Beach, Florida, I hope you see this. I hope you kick her ass out.
That is wild.
You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Is not only, you know, worried for his relationship, it's essentially trying to frame someone as a degenerate creep and like hope it goes viral for rage bait and that kind of stuff. This can seriously mess with people's lives, you know. And I often see these sort of videos get grossly reframed as well. Don't get me wrong. Women deal with a lot of BS, both online and in real life. There are very harassy people out there, and they're absolutely disgusting and should never be excused. But this kind of stuff doesn't help, and this isn't harassment. Someone briefly glancing over at you at the gym because you have like 5 different stands with lights and camera setups isn't harassment. You know, glancing over at someone because they're acting weird isn't harassment. Jesus Christ. I waited whole 7 freaking years to catch this dream, and then this happened. Oh no. Seems like she's genuinely enjoying the dream. It feels more like capturing a photo that looks dreamy rather than living the dream. I think there's always a balance between the two, right? There is a balance between taking photos of yourself and your loved ones in special places or occasions versus just enjoying the moment. But this just takes the whole balance to the other extreme. It's not even actually enjoying the moment. It seems more annoyed that there are people in a public space instead of just enjoying this moment that, with your own words, is supposed to be magical. I don't know. It just feels like we start to care more about how the picture looks rather than did we actually even enjoy the moment. Was it worth capturing, or did we just try to show off for someone else? Humanity. POV, you're trying to take pics on a Greek island and this happens. That looks like a beautiful place though. Look at that. God damn, and the hills and the houses. I love that kind of architecture. It's so beautiful. Wait, there is another girl on the Yeti, and she walks past smiling. How dare she? How dare she? Doesn't she know that this is my picture? People might try to make fun, but don't let that stop you from getting your content, baby. Yes, indeed. Oh. You know, the world isn't your film studio, okay? As someone who works with content creation, who occasionally films outside in various public spots, typically not like this perhaps, but I get interrupted all the time, and that is part of the thing. If you go outside of your own studio and the space that you own, you have to deal with getting interrupted, and that's perfectly fine because it's not only your space. One time when I was sitting in the middle of the woods out in Sweden recording one of my like r/Satan videos, I had a literal puppy daycare swarm me. I mean, that was really wholesome and nice, though. I just puppies running around me, like, for a good while. But, you know, it's not anyone's fault. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna pause the recording for a bit. I think I actually did get a small snippet of one of the puppies, though. That was amazing. But, you know, it would be so weird to feel angry about it. Because they probably come out into the same forest to go for walks with the dogs, like, once a week or once every day, even. And I just happen to be there at the same time. You know, it's a public place. If I feel too bothered by it, I move somewhere else, or, you know, go even further out, or maybe I just record a video in my own space where I, you know, control the whole thing and I don't get interrupted. It's part of the deal, and that's how it goes. Being angry and upset about it is very odd. You can even make something fun with it, like the puppy thing, for example. It's cool. My experience at the Taylor Swift movie. Woo! Look at these little moviegoers that are respectful of others. They ignored my pleas to sit down and took selfie videos with flash the entire movie. A lovely experience. Oh. Is there anything worse than movie talkers? Apparently there is.
Girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Oh, it's one of these ones.
Oh, why?
Way many more people attractive here than you.
What's not hot
attractive?
Your personality and your voice.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe like eat a burger, not be anorexic.
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's gonna simp over you.
I've seen this variety of this exact same clip like at least 10 times. I mean, to be fair, the bodily comments are a bit unnecessary. That's kind of how I feel about this kind of stuff in general, because the people that will be affected by the comment is obviously not her. She doesn't care about it. But anyone else watching this who might be insecure about their weight, who have gone through struggles and stuff, that's where it's gonna sting. I saw the same thing, for example, during certain controversies on YouTube, when certain people were very quick to insult appearances and that kind of thing. And the point is that if there is stuff to critique about the person, you can do it without going into body-shaming territory, because that is not going to land with the person you intended to land with. It's just an excuse to poo on people in general who happen to share the same shape. It is not a productive way of doing, and I wish that would just kind of taken out of the equation, because it doesn't really help anyone.
John Cena got really mad when this YouTuber, Mo Dean, wouldn't stop filming him in public.
Are you WWE in it? Yes. Whoa, whoa.
Why do you whip out a camera without asking? I mean, you're a creator yourself, if the captions are accurate, so you should know that thing. You know, you're someone who's at least somewhat public figure yourself.
I've got some advice for you.
Yes, be respectful.
Alright, I'll be respectful.
That's my advice for you.
My name's...
And he keeps filming. Oh.
You're just shooting videos.
No, you know me. I'm famous.
I don't want to talk to you.
I'm famous. I'm Mo Dean.
It doesn't matter who you are. You don't treat anyone with respect.
I wrote respect for you.
John Cena, freaking good takes, man.
Asking to film my video and then filming the entire time I'm in the store. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do.
You know, Speaker's Corner, London.
I don't care.
I help people.
Thank you very much for being respectful.
I swear, if you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, no, that's very tacky. Even if they're a public figure, you can go up to them and say, "Hi, aren't you this guy? Is it okay if I snap a picture of us together?" That's how you do it, and that's also how I have ever been approached in public, which is super nice and respectful, and usually a really nice exchange. It's just wholesome. But you don't go and cram a camera in someone's face just out of nowhere. And you can argue like, "Oh, it's public space, it's my right," or whatever, but you're still an asshole, right? Being an asshole doesn't necessarily mean it's illegal, but you're still an asshole, and no one is gonna like it.
Are you Ben? Yes, I am. Do me a favor, can you move the seat?
Oh, we got some Uber action.
I'm hitting my knees at this point. Yeah, no problem. Hold on. Can you hold on? I didn't even put my seatbelt on, sir. Can you, like, slow down?
Oh, she's one of these ones.
Because if you're in a rush, I'm going to panic. It's too hot in here. Can I lower this window or something?
Oh, my God. This is definitely purposeful. She's trying to get a refund or something like that. A free ride.
Well, then take it off. No, I'm not going to take it off.
I hope she gets banned from Uber because of this.
I can't have my hair on. You're having an important meeting at 7 p.m.? What is that your concern? What the f*** I do?
So she's in a rush for a meeting, but if he's rushing, she will get a panic.
Okay?
You can't even keep like your own bullshit straight for a minute.
About me having a meeting at 7 o'clock.
Oh, a bit of screaming and like some verbally kind of abusive territory. That's cool.
Are you giving me an attitude, sir? No, ma'am, I'm not. All I have to do is report you to Uber and...
Oh, wow. I'm so glad this is on video. What an absolute garbage human being. Absolute trash.
On my knee, you have to have consideration for passengers when they get in your car. And you don't question them where they're going. I want another Uber driver.
Yeah, she's just trying to get like a free ride essentially and threatening to have him lose his job because of it. What an absolute trash lady. Oh my god, what an absolute pile of heap of garbage. That is so unlikable. And the frustrating part is that she's too dumb to even keep her story straight. Oh, are you in a rush? I'm gonna panic if you're in a rush. Oh, why are you driving so slow? I'm late for my meeting. So you can't even keep your own BS straight. It's like, it's both so stupid and dishonest and just nasty. It's every level of poo. Alright. So we got a dude walking down the street and they slow-mo film people that glance over. Okay. I mean, yeah, sometimes you look at people you pass on the street. It might also have to do with the camera. I wouldn't be surprised if they're also playing music IRL. Oh, look. A slight flirty look. Oh, yes, indeed. What is the... I've never really understood the purpose of this kind of stuff. It's like odd reaction content, but it's not you even reacting to something. It's like, I'm gonna do this thing in public and film other people's reaction. And in this case, it's just glances. 123,000 likes. Oh my god. I feel that's one of the most fascinating things about the internet nowadays. All of a sudden, you just see like some influencer or someone that does something, and you're like, wow, I've never heard of this person before. It seems completely random. And you click on the profile, and it's like, oh, 70 million followers. What? It is absolutely insane. Everyone will stare at a Birkin. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what a Birkin is, but I'm assuming it's the bag. Dear God, I'm so bored. Oh my God, I just felt something leave my body.
Men are the easiest thing in the entire world.
Oh.
If you are wondering how you and another woman got the same man, it is because men are the easiest thing in the entire world. I have never wanted a man and not gotten him. Do you have any idea how many men have wanted me and not gotten me?
I mean, you're also a public figure, which means that it's incredibly disproportionate how many people are, like, looking at you versus how many you look at in the first place. You know, it's millions of people versus, you know, what I'm assuming is maybe a couple of dozen or something. I don't know. And it's also depending on what you mean by it. Do you mean just casual relationships, or do you mean, like, serious relationships in this case? I mean, there is this bit of stereotype around it that, oh, men will always go along with everything as long as, you know, someone is forward and that kind of stuff, which is also kind of a weird thing because not everyone is like that, but men are, of course, on average more likely to be interested in promiscuity if presented with it. But in this case, I don't know, it's just such a weird attitude to have, and I think that just goes for any kind of public figure. You know, of course, there's gonna be more people watching you than you watch. That's just math. It's such a weird way to frame it. Like, it's not, even if it would be true, it's still incredibly unlikable. Like, come on, fam.
Here I am minding my own business until these men in a van drive past and both stare directly at me as they drive past. To some people, just reading that will seem like what's the big deal.
First off, let me preface this video by saying women are absolutely victims of harassment in society by disgusting men, and it needs to stop. But you are not one of them. But what you are is a narcissist. You say this man is staring at you. He's not staring at you. He glances at you for a literal second. You're standing in the middle of the sidewalk, you're stretching, your arms are in the air, you have an entire film production set up, and he glances at you as he drives by. You're in his peripheral. It's called situational awareness. And then you post this screenshot to prove that he's staring at you. But what I find funny is you don't post a screenshot from a literal second later where he's not looking at you, but you're still looking at him. He doesn't say anything to you. He doesn't yell at you. He doesn't even slow down. And then you post this to say that he's a coward, that he's trying to intimidate you, and there's no consequences for men. I'm here to tell you there are consequences. You posted this man's face in his work truck. What if he loses his job? What if he can't support his family? What if he can't put food on the table? All because you want to feel like a victim on social media to get attention. And you know what the worst part of this is? This video is a slap in the face to women that truly are victims.
Yeah.
You need to do better.
And you always
mind your own business.
And you always have the extreme on the other side that always use stuff like this as ammunition to invalidate actual victims that go through things. Because, oh, look at that. They're always just making things up or overhyping things, blah, blah, blah. So it's so harmful to so many people on so many levels, both to the person you're accusing, both to other victims, the standard it sets, and just this weird thing of like witch hunting that is going on with this trend. It's so strange. Like glancing over at someone on the sidewalk when you're driving is just making sure, are they stepping into the street or not? It's so incredibly normal, and this demonizing it is just absolutely ridiculous.
It's our first trip together. Hey, everybody in first class. I thought he was getting us first class tickets, but he lied. Well, we all the way at 30, ain't we? But at least it's our first trip. He's trying. Look at him. Look at y'all in first class. Oh, it must be nice. Look at y'all separate. They gave y'all water already.
Are people actually laughing along with it, or the laughter's cut in? I can't tell. Oh well, it's the first trip together, and I'm willing to bet a decent sum of cash that it's also gonna be the last. At least it would be for me, if this was the reaction when I got on the plane with someone for the first time. And he's also paying for it, it sounds like. Oh my god, that's so ungrateful and weird. That's a bunch of red flags just wrapped in another red flag. Run, my boy, run. Thinking about how different my life is from the man picking in the rice field every morning. Look at these people working in the rice field, but here's my butt. But look at them picking rice in the rice field, but butt picture. It's so quirky, right? Like the differences in the human experience, and here's my butt as well. Yes, indeed. Man, this is so weird. What? This is so weird. Was this even written by a human? I don't actually know. Well, laddies, lasses and lasses, that video sure reduced my hope in humanity. Yes, indeed, it can only be better from here. And remember to keep a lookout for the Emotional Support Demon. Comes out the 23rd of November. Yes, indeed, beautiful stuff indeed. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, you wonderful being, and I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.